I'm not risking it. Enjoy your free turn, my friend. Because I'm prepared to draw so many lands that I will discard all of them. We don't have artifacts, right? Let's go for this full sweep. Alright, the game is finally on. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we're back to Azorius because we didn't play this archetype for a while. And let me tell you, Azorius has such cool tools to play the game, and you know, we need to get used to not having Mythic, so maybe other cards actually exist in the sweeper area. So this deck is extremely powerful in my opinion, and the results were definitely good. And honestly, if I didn't make a misplay that I will tell you exactly what the misplay was, we would win all the games. We didn't play a lot, only 4 games, but still, the deck seems extremely powerful. So if you like control, if you like winning games, if you like having absolute control over the game, that should be the deck for you. So we will go a bit faster. I know I make those intros really long, and I think those cards at least partially are known with all the interactions and stuff, so we'll try to make it brief. I hope. The main idea for the deck, the main difference, we have 2 things that are really worth attention. First, this is a heavy value deck. You actually will outdraw your opponent heavily. We also have Teferi, which is also a cardo, and it's actually selection cardo, so it will give you access to one of good cards usually. And with 3 Memory Deluge, 3 Silver Scrutiny, not even talking about, you know, doubling them with the Jin-gitaxias, you will have so many cards that you can keep trading one for one. You can basically cycle through all your deck. This is a very grindy deck. Very often you will win games at like 15-20 cards left in your deck. We only have 1 good finisher, otherwise we just kill our opponents with Emperor, and usually it's not as hard as it sounds, if they didn't scoop already by just not having cards to your 7. But with those draw engines you actually can overwhelm your opponents so much. Very often you just play lands, you play sweeper, and you're at around 2-3 cards. When you cast Silver Scrutiny and they have basically nothing in the board and like 1 card, they have no chance to, you know, round 2 is entirely you. So unless you whiff on everything, which happened today and we still very often win, you should be really fine with this deck. So let's go back. That's one of the big interaction. The second one is here. I messed up the costs, but there is a higher goal here. So Celestus into Teferi, one of my favorite combinations. It's really powerful, and especially in this kind of deck. That's why we have so much cardo, because we also have a lot of mana. This lets us go through more aggressively. We can basically like brute force our way, because we are doing cards and still removing opponent cards, and at some point you start feeling the difference of 2 extra mana. For anyone who didn't play this combo, of course you can untap land with the +1 and also artifact with Celestus. Another combo is that you also tap a creature, so even if your opponent doesn't attack with this pesky Shroudred and you cannot Wandering Emperor or he has creature with Vigilance, you can just use Teferi to tap the creature and then force your way with the Emperor and still exile it. Those small combos really make a difference, and with 2 extra mana every turn, and don't forget it also heals you, so you get what? Card advantage, tempo advantage, and stabilization in form of the life gain. This is actually such a huge deal for a control deck. You get a little bit of everything, and over 3-4 turns it actually makes a huge difference that will carry you through the game. So those were the big things. Of course, removal standard, counterspell standard. The only interesting thing here is Devious Cover-Up, so you have the option to go infinite with this deck, and don't forget that casting Devious Cover-Up in some matchups is game deciding. So don't make your opponent exile it or counter it. Sometimes you don't counter spell if you feel that you need to, you know, go into the graveyard loop and they can exile one of the Devious Cover-Up from your graveyard. It depends on the matchup, it depends on the situation. Think about it when you play this card. This is one of the key cards for the longer matchups. And the last part of this deck is 3 Farewells and 3 Depopulates, and that's actually one of the starting things I have done with the deck. I wanted to go even 4 Farewells, and maybe that would be good, because you know what? I have noticed that every control deck I play, when I draw Farewell, I always feel like, finally, I'm winning this game. So you know what, let's just make more of them. They seem pretty good in the current meta, where half of the cards are enchantments and the other half are creatures. The only problem, of course, as always, are planewalkers. This is one of the reasons you might change March into Fateful Absence. However, I don't like my opponent drawing cards, so I go more heavy on the exile, especially against tenacious underdogs, because if the player is good, like in Mythic, people play very well sometimes, and they will force you to use farewell for one tenacious underdog. And I really don't want to do it, because I will have to if he's smart. So that's why we have March, because then we can just exile underdog and force him to actually play the game. And yeah, Depopulate is something you need on the mid of the road, and thanks to extra mana from teferi+celestus and Cardo from the rest, you don't mind it. And double Celestus means that you can cycle all the bad cards. It's really amazing. You can cycle Flooding, you can get into your mana when you need it. You can finally get rid of all the Depopulates if you are playing a slower control matchup and your opponent doesn't run creatures, or runs multicolored, or plays very well, and he just puts one multicolored creature in the board and you don't want to depopulate it. So for this reason, Celestus amazing in multiple ways, and you can afford more depopulates. If they are wrong, you just cycle them. And if they are good, this card will win you so many games that it's not even funny. Alright, this is the deck. It got even wider. Can you believe it? Alright, the games were pretty epic. I really enjoyed playing those. One of my favorite decks, definitely. You might learn a lot. I made extreme blunders, and I will tell you exactly when they were made and what I should have done, so hopefully someone can be smarter, because I'm an absolute dummy. Sorry, Jin-gitaxias, I'm really sorry about what happened. Alright, with that being said, if you enjoyed the channel, if you enjoyed the commentary, introductions, stuff like this, and you just want to help channel grow, which I really appreciate it, subscribe, like, share, comment. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you for this, thank you for listening. I probably went into 9 minutes again. I did it again. So let's just go into the games and have fun. Alright, do I have to say that I'm super scared about this hand? If we don't draw a third land, we lose the game. And we are first, which means that it is likely that we miss. We have Syncopate. Man, I should mulligan it, wouldn't I? Or shouldn't I? Whatever. By the way, player with a name, I remember this guy. He was like really cool guy, I think. I really liked him. And I think he was a really good player. I might be wrong, but I am pretty sure he was playing really well. And that's scary. Because we seem to be on our road to get mana screwed like a boss. If we draw a land, we are fine. If we miss a land, you know what? I'll take it. At this point, I'll take everything that resembles the land. And you know, the art is so sweet that you can't be mad about this card. I actually so enjoy playing this one just for the art. He didn't miss it, right? No. Okay. So I don't feel bad anymore. Huh. That's a hard one. What is the 4-drop? Emperor. Emperor. So let's simulate the situation. We play the Emperor right now. We make a token. He plays his Emperor now, or Rafin. We cannot answer those, right? That sucks. I don't want to tap. Ertai Scorn is our only piece of control, and we are far away from Farewell. It nearly rhymed. Yeah. He is smart. He knows that there's stuff that he needs to play around, and he's just testing the waters. And I'm pretty sure this is make disappear. This means he is tapped out though. I think we are getting so baited. I will still play into it. Alright, it went through. I honestly did not expect it. I was sure he has a counter spell. That's really good. Oh man, that's absolutely good. Now we can make full board. Like, remember, when you minus Emperor, it's always more value than plusing. So if you expect Emperor to die, or your token to die, just make more tokens. This is just perfect value. 3 cards in one, basically. Alright, enough talking. He doesn't have counter spells, so this is the turn to play Celestus, because we need to cycle the other one, so that will help quite a bit. No punishment for attacking, not for 2 mana. If he has removal, he can cast it anyway. If he doesn't have removal, we get 3 damage. Mr. Player with a name. Well, that's a name I will never forget, so that's a good job. So of course we have Ertai Scorn, and that's basically our big game plan. We have absolutely better board. We are so ahead on the board. So we just need to lock the board down and make sure that nothing happens. So this is an Emperor most likely. That's fine. We could double block, but I will counter Emperor, so I don't need to. I actually want to single block, so he's more tempted to play the Emperor. Like sometimes you play the bait stuff. We don't really have a choice, do we? We need to go all in on this a little bit. He's also incentivized to play main phase, because he doesn't want to give us cards. It is scary though. I'm not playing this because I have no value, and I would prefer to have some value. He might still have some mid-hook massacres, but as long as we start cycling the cards in the hand, like I'm not sure how much time we have to cycle all of those, and I know my luck, and I know we will keep drawing clans every turn for like 5 turns. So I need to go. This is one of the reasons I think I value Celestus more than most of the players. It just helped me get through the mana floods so many times. I just draw 5 lands and it's fine because I keep drawing next ones. He can mid-hook anytime, so not really much point of pumping one creature. Let's spread the damage. You know, 6 damage a turn is a thing. It is a thing. We are attacking first. Let's see if he blocks. I honestly think he probably shouldn't. Like, there's merit to both, but I personally wouldn't. But I'm playing really risky usually, unless I'm at 2 HP I don't block anything. So maybe his call was right, not sure about his hand honestly. First we definitely do this thing. We didn't play a spell, so we get double trigger from the night-day cycle. And that's really good, we will be able to cycle 2 cards. Told you, lands from the top for a whole day. We'll keep drawing them until we basically forget how the other cards in our deck look like. Alright, okay, I know, I rant a little bit, but you get the idea, we are drawing quite a lot of lands today. Voidrant, Emperor. Interesting target, that would suggest he has a sweeper. Sure. I will never get over this plump animation. Alright, let's draw some cards that don't suck. I would still consider this as a suck, but it's fine. He might fare well and exile Celestus and we will regret it, but you know, we do what we have to do. That's actually one of the better ones. One of the problems is make disappear. I'm not sure if he has it. I'm not sure. And we'll make sure that we check next turn. Token is here, that's unfortunate. We cannot really do anything around it. Oh, that's an interesting draw. That's an interesting draw. If we play this, we need basically everything. Oh, that sucks. If he has Make Disappear, like this does not seem like a random tap. At all. But maybe if he wanted to play AO, like he cannot really play it differently. I mean, let's check. And we could just exile one of the farewells, right? Then he just sacrifices the token and that's basically the same thing. If we play land, it's 6-7 mana. We play this for 6. We have 1 open. We could get to 5 open, but we would have to get rid of all the farewells. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So we just do it right now, I guess, and see if that's enough. I'm scared. I think he has Make Disappear, and I think it will hurt like hell, and we will be forced to farewell. Yep. But if we exiled cards, he would just sacrifice the token, so that's not a difference really. We cannot threaten the Emperor right now, so let's just not attack. I don't think we need more than this mana, so let's keep the land. It still has some uses, you know? And we are actually resetting the board whenever we want. Alright, so what is this? Either Mythic or Emperor? It might be a Eiganjo as well. Bro, enjoy? Show me what you got. That was a very... Oh, he wants the card. That's weird. I would think that tokens are better for him. Okay. If he goes all in, that's really good for us, because we actually... we can control all of this whenever we want. And with the best type of effect, I guess. Exile is just so good here. He might get the lifelink if we attack, so we shouldn't. Well, definitely, I think that we have to do. Creatures, enchantments, graveyards. I don't have anything I need to. I will actually do it. I think it's worth it. If they play this Archangel, they might play the Serra Paragon as well. I will play one of them. We are still 3-3. The game is still here. Zur. Okay, scary. But is this the ley line at the end step that will punish us like crazy? It might be. Definitely looks like it. I mean, let's play teferi, I guess. So, oh, if leyline binding, he needs a target. Okay, I will give him the target. It's fine, because we got teferi back then, and he cannot prevent the +1. I could get the card. Do we need this? Let's get the card. He has only one attack, so if he wants to remove it, I will take the Jin-gitaxias. Yes, please. That's really cool card to see. I think it will be a little bit over after the game is closed, but it will definitely make the game closed. Let's see. Like, he doesn't have a lot of cards, so it doesn't have to be strategy. It might be his scrap play. It's fine. Like, as long as he doesn't have the binding, I don't think we need to fear anything, honestly. And I think that Jin-gitaxias should be closing this game, unless he has Make Disappear. And that's fine, because with double Memory Deluge we can risk it. Yep. You did not expect this one. Oh, now we will suffer. He doesn't have an instant removal. It means he cannot kill Jin-gitaxias unless he has perfectly the binding, right? It doesn't... yeah, enchantments go around it. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, but this will make his plays absolutely bad. I mean, absolutely. And we are basically going into the full value engine for the deck. Look at this stuff. Not sure if we get cards. Let's see. Yeah, 0 converted mana cost. I think something like this, but that's fine. You know what? I actually prefer those. I want to have answers. And now we can keep attacking. So this will be... yeah, if you want to defend, my friend, you need to invest something important. This will create a death touch, though. We can kill it with Destroy Evil then. Oh, we can destroy both? I should do it right now, you know? But it's still too fun to do it in response. Oh, he will think he's smart, but we are smarter. So, oh, we cannot choose the mode for the copy? Can we? This won't have enough, you know. I guess he can... yeah, he can activate it again, but then we will get the copy. Whoa! Shouldn't we get the copy? Did I? Oh, right, it was Memory Deluge. Man, I'm such a dummy. Oh my god, I'm such a bad player. Oh, the pain. And you know, guys, what is the worst part? I will have to still use this game because it's epic. And you will all see this. But it's worth it. I think the game is super cool so far. Yeah, he's fighting for teferi. Like, the game is close, he doesn't know about it, but I'm definitely messing it up so much It didn't go into exile though, so we will get it back. Let's draw. I want to get through the lands and stuff like this. Yeah, Ertai Scorn is much better. Oh man, the misplace. You know what, let's just do the thing. I think that I'm overthinking this just a little bit, and with Teferi we will have enough mana to, you know, do the next thing. Let's go for enchantments as well. I'm not really positive he won't Leyline Binding. So let's just make sure that if he casts Leyline in response, now he cannot do it. Otawara. Okay, I like it. That's a good one. So that's what he's holding. Pretty darn good. Told you, he's a good player. He really knows what he's doing, and that's always a problem when you play against this kind of guy. This will be Ertai Scorn though. Zur is usually a deck-defining card, and you can see that... Come on! Like, it's fair, I guess he didn't draw them before, so at some point he has to. Oh, I need to discard something? Fine. You get it. Oh, now we got the land. It's fine though, it's fine. So, we should just play land. I really want a lot of land anyway. Let's go for this. Let's play Memory Deluge and just keep untapping. Like, sooner or later we will get ahead, and he cannot really do anything around it. I like Syncopate, but we didn't go for the mana early game, so right now it's not the biggest value for us. Let's keep untapping. Man, the acceleration from Teferi starts to be better and better. I don't want to kill it with Fateful Absence because I don't want to give him cards. Like, Zur on its own doesn't do anything. If he casts enchantment, then we can respond. So right now it's just a 1/1 for 3 mana that does nothing. And that's how we like it. Okay? We still have quite a lot of... Okay, that should be game-winning card. Honestly, we play the Emperor here. I don't want Fateful Absence. I like his 1 card. And we keep playing ours. We keep playing Emperor. It should be Celestus, but it shouldn't matter. And that's it. I think it was a good game. We definitely misplayed. I sucked, but guys, if I sucked so much and the deck still wins in high Mythic, I think the deck is pretty fine. Alright, let's play some games, and we are going first. Fateful Absence into Depopulate into Counterspell and Emperor. A little bit of everything. Let's start with this one and see what the future comes. Poutine. I remember this guy. I'm not sure what exactly do I remember, but I remember we played like 3 times already. Sure. Now he has information about the removal because the priority was not there before. Not great, but not the worst. And we're back into Counterspell game, which is pretty sweet. And we'll... Oh, their disrespect. He fears that we might remove it. Oh, that's so mean. You know, I feel bad that I was treated this way. If you want to give respect to your control player, you don't make this attack because nobody will use removal on this one. That's a joke. It's fine, nothing happened. So we have Devious Cover-Up, and that's really sweet. Okay, I stand corrected. This was tempting for the Emperor, but we will never counter. And this one is not really a thing. And also both of them have 1 attack, so Coven is quite far from now. Plains is the bigger problem. Let's go like this. This might die. So what can they have? Lightning Strike? I don't really think so. Let's try. If they get it, they get it. And if they don't, then you guessed it, they don't. Let's put the counter. We know the removal is not there, and we are just waiting with the shield here. So, like, the pressure is already there, and now the switch has happened. Now our opponent needs to do something. Oh man, he thinks we will allow it. Is this the Emperor? What is this? I have no idea, honestly. However, this is the value card. It might be Serra Paragon deck. We have a lot of 3-drops and lower. But he cannot play both, right? Yeah, this came into the, you know, you get the idea, came into battlefield this turn. So as long as he cannot kill Emperor, like we are getting more and more ahead, and with +1 we will have a dude and he won't. So honestly, he needs to change something because he's losing rapidly right now. And with March and Fateful Absence, we don't even need to use the counter spell. Alright, so this is annoying, but definitely not game ending. I think I will remove it. I think it's good enough target. He gets the land, which is not perfect, but as long as we have Devious Cover-Up, I think we should be fine. And I would actually try to kill him. Don't quote me on this one. Let's go like this. This is more power than just pumping the samurai, and when he kills this, like it hurts less, you know? And now we start plusing until he reacts somehow. That's definitely some kind of sus attack. So this might be the Emperor, right? This might be Eiganjo as well. If he plays Emperor, do we counter it? That's the big question. I don't think we have to. So let's give him the awkward block. He hoped for this one, maybe. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. It might be Serra Paragon. Alright, so we can counter it. He went for all-in, I think. Can we check the kickers? Not really. I hope we paid attention. I didn't. I assume it will be 1 or 2 kickers. Yeah, he didn't play anything this turn. So we probably just counter it, otherwise he kills board. And I think it's good enough, you know? Ertai Scorn, definitely. The other one, not so much. He has some ATB value, so just a removal is not perfect. This is very bad though. We need Memory Deluge and we should be fine overall. Let's pump. Do we go equal? No. Let's try this way. He seems to be to have some damage-based removal, and for this you want to pump them nicely. I think they might have another Archangel, but we'll see how he plays. Right now he can kill this Samurai and Emperor, probably his best choice. If that's his play, that's not good enough. He's at 7. Actually, this is lethal. We can kill this if we really want. So if he taps out, he dies. So slowly he needs to actually do something in this game. Alright. Emperor is pretty good here. It is pretty good. For this reason, let's force some kind of sweeper. Not sure if they play Depopulate, we'll I guess see, but with second Emperor I can minus her more aggressively. That's why I was mostly plussing before, and now I'm going to 0 loyalty. It's just a little bit easier. So this way, our opponent has to do something. Okay, sure. No, none of those taps. Words are really hard. Okay, sure. Damage? Do you like the damage? Alright, so we can cast our Emperor and kill his Emperor. I kinda like it, you know? I'm not sure if that's the correct play, we lose some value, but if he decided to throw his Emperor in, I'm fine with creating mine. I think if he had Sweeper, he wouldn't play like this, he wouldn't care about trading correctly. And of course at the end step we make a stop. So we get full board right now. He's at 3. He needs a sweeper. He definitely needs a sweeper. I don't want to have any more problems, so we do it like this. And sweepers don't hit planewalkers anyway. So we would still have to do it. So let's see if he plays Depopulate or Farewell. Farewell is not great. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But our draw is absolutely abysmal. Did we draw any cards lately? Like, we have 3 Memory Deluge, 3 Silver Scrutiny, each one of them would win the game on the spot. But I guess we are going for the hard version. And unfortunately, this is the try-hard mode. If you have this kind of situation, like you cannot show your opponent that you literally draw land since 5 turns, you need to pretend that you actually have some decisions. So usually I wait a little bit longer on the first card, Because sometimes they might not notice that you had priority. So let's make sure that they do notice, because I don't want more stuff to be, you know, played. So we can start champ blocking. You know what? I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. He really wants to wait with those, and we need to prevent it. But we have a long way to go because we didn't draw any value spell so far. Like, we didn't draw a single 2-for-1. Okay, maybe 2-for-1, yeah, but like Memory Deluge, we don't get any card of this game. Like, for the full game, actually. Alright, that's probably the worst. As we mentioned, we don't really have good Planewalker removal right now, and we cannot hit anything. Like, we are just sitting with full mana doing nothing since 3 turns. Emperor was our last good draw in this game. So I think we were absolutely winning. Now we are kinda even. If we keep drawing like this, we will start falling behind more and more. This is already pretty bad, but we can take it and we can force it. Because now we can pump ours and attack his Emperor, and then he's forced to block. That showed that we have no priority. Man, can I draw something that is not a land in this game? How many non-land draws we had? 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in 16 were not lands. So we drew over 50% of lands. That's insane. Alright, he got the token. I forgot about this part. That's really bad. That's really bad. We need to keep going though. At least we get some trade. But we are definitely falling more and more behind. So he just trades here, then he pumps this and attacks ours, and this is the first strike. So we either throw the samurai under the bus. What's worse? The biggest pain is that I have to fake it every single turn. And you might say, no, you don't have to. Well, if you have 4 cards and 11 mana or whatever we have, like, you better as a Azorius controller show that you have some counterplay. Otherwise, he just plays everything. He still plays everything. Well, that's what happens when one player keeps drawing cards and the other one doesn't. Like, if we draw Memory Deluge or Silver Scrutiny this turn, I think we still have a chance to come back. If we keep drawing like 1 or 2 more lands, we are absolutely out of this game. At this point, I don't even want to pretend too much, honestly. Yeah, a bit frustrating because we were outplaying him, and look at this stuff, like, how can I play the game? Yeah, that was a nice 4th land in a row. He didn't whiff too much so far. Oh man, okay, so when we do the thing, this is what, 7, 9 damage, so that's really a lot. That's really a lot. Let's go for Depopulate. It's not great, but at least we force some more time. And after Sweeper, they usually play more aggressively. I should put the stops. I'm just so frustrated with the game right now that I won't. Like, how can we draw so bad? We are actually drawing nearly 60%. Yes, this is the card we play in the deck. Alright, 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 alright. Rant over, guys. I might actually now start playing the game. You know what? With the quality of the draw that we had, 5-7, I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. Enjoy your free turn, my friend. Because I'm prepared to draw so many lands that I will discard all of them. Definitely the Pain land. Do we want untapped land? Yeah, I think it's worth more than 1 HP. Alright. Finally, one of the 6 cards that will win us the game. Not sure if it's too late. I think it's not yet. I think right now we are still in the game. But as you can see, he's exactly trying to pressure us because he knows he suddenly starts losing again. Yeah, he's just going all in to try to kill us. And that's why we say farewell. Yeah, like he basically went, I hope that was his last sweeper. If he draws a sweeper, I'm dead. And for his unluckiness, we did draw a sweeper. Wandering Emperor is of course a pain, as always. Okay, do we go for the graveyards? I honestly think we do. We don't have artifacts, right? Let's go for this full sweep. Alright, the game is finally on. Celestus is tempting, but not this turn. Alright, it took a while, but we are finally in the game. We didn't draw Emperors, which hurts a little bit, but that's fine, we'll get to it. With Celestus we have even more time than we should, and with double scrutiny, well, that's definitely one of the cards we saved counterspell for. So let's do the thing. He can play another one, and we lack 1 mana to counter it, but yeah, that was kinda enough. Alright, this should be easy cleanup, honestly, right now. Let's go for Teferi. And let's go. You know what? Let's keep the syncopate thing going on. Alright, we don't have this. We untap. Okay, this one, because it has the best mana, of course. And we keep the mana for syncopate right now. I will make stops just so... Alright, we have the instant. It's important to know if we can answer his, you know, board. So far so good, we don't care about the damage. I'm not planning on ultimating, and with cards we have Silver Scrutiny. That's really fine. We could go for the 3, but at quality of my draws I'm not risking it ever again. Alright, so... I think if we got new Teferi we can just get some cool cards here. Oh, Destroy Evil might be decent. Let's get it. It will kill the token. So it means we can play Celestus. Oh my god, we should tap the Celestus. That was a big mistake. That was a pretty big mistake, but it's fine. It shouldn't matter so much. Definitely a bad play on my part though. Alright, new Teferi. So this one will be hit by Destroy Evil when he wants to target with Emperor, and suddenly we'll start to have stuff. And with Silver Scrutiny, Teferi, Celestus, we can draw so many cards, we can basically draw half of our deck. Sure? Let's see the target. Man, it's so nice to play against white deck that doesn't run blue, because they cannot answer anything we are doing. So cute. Syncopate won't make a biggest difference. I think we have 1 for well, right? So 2 Depopulates and 1 for well. No, we should have 2. We only played 1 so far. Man, it felt like we are farewelling for half of the game. So it will be painful, but I think drawing finally our card was the moment we started winning. As I said, moment we draw a card though, we absolutely win the game. So he's doing something huge. I mean, do you really hate Celestus so much? Graveyards. That's interesting. So he thinks that we care. Okay. Man, like he's doing oops. He thinks he got us. I'm not sure why he thinks he got us. Like, I won't say oops, but bro, that's an oopsie. You did an oopsie. Let's go for 3, sorry. I got too excited. And honestly, this Teferi untap nearly cost us the game because we wouldn't counter it. And now we got the card draw. Sweet. Man, I have no idea. I remember this guy. I think he's the oops guy. And he often loses. Truth to be told, he often loses. Okay, that's an Emperor finally. So we will be able to make some pressure on our own. Do we want cards? Sure, I like my cards. Farewell is a decent one. We can also play Memory Deluge, so right now you can see that game absolutely reversed. We have so many options. Farmland, sure. That's a good Depopulate target, so I think we won't get better than this with Depopulate, so that's probably how we open. Cool, and that's a Memory Deluge. I hope that he will scoop quite quickly. Yeah, sure. The more the merrier, I guess. Maybe I should take the land. At this point it actually makes a bit of a difference. Let's start with the good or Depopulate. And now we create... No, we create Emperor at the end step, right? Oh no. Okay, I'm changing my mind. It's allowed. I just want to untap right now, you know? This way we get better deal with Teferi, and that might matter. And if he creates an Emperor himself, we don't care. The Samurai token himself, we don't care. Simply because we can tap it and kill the Empress. And, you know, man, is it Emperor or Empress? It should be the Empress, right? I have no idea, I'm not getting into those discussions. Anyway, back to the game. I don't even need to cast anything, we can just tap. Man, we can actually just kill him. Let's draw a card, see what was next. Show our opponent an oopsie dominance. Don't forget, he did an oopsie on us. So, my friend, like we will tap your dude. What will you do? Alright? What will you say for the counter? Pretty sweet, ain't it? Do we do the oops? Do we do the oops? To be honest, he deserved it, but we won't. We are not this kind of gamer. Oh wow, that was epic. Anything more, Mr. Oops? Teaching manners in Mythic. Easy. Alright, we are going first. Is this good hand? I guess it's acceptable. It's not great, but it can do. It can do. We might lose with this one though. It all depends on the draws, and it all depends on our opponent draws. Oh man, I kinda like those reefs. Definitely Dimir-like-ish, you know? Let's play the land that doesn't hurt us. It seems cool, but you don't really want to have only pain lands, because then every spell hurts you. Unless you play Karn, you know? Then you are happy. Well, things just got weird. I don't see a word for Scrutiny, but, you know, no downside to it, so let's try. Yeah, I guess so. I guess the only downside is if we draw blue mana, and then we would have to pain ourselves for one less. So he will equip it, because he's a greedy bastard. And we love players like this. Enjoy. I wish it. Oh, that's my mistake though. I forgot how this card works, because nobody plays it ever. But yeah, that was a big mistake. I should have removed it in response, so when it's not attached, it doesn't get the abilities, because, you know, you get how it works. So, big blunder on my part, and it will pay dividends for the rest of the game for our opponent. Thanks to this, every creature with this one will have double strike, which he shouldn't have. So, some punishment, but we will just go into farewell mode, so it won't matter, but educational channel. We need to do... Oh, not you! Not again. By the way, what a freaking combo. This will be a 10 damage with haste. Man, this is absolutely broken. Fortunately, it just dies, so we don't care. I will definitely take 2 damage for this one. I would prefer him to scoop, because I don't feel comfortable with 10 damage with haste for 4 mana. That's a little bit over the top for me, you know? And we'll definitely cast this at the end step. We need farewell mana, because of my mistake we are definitely pressured. And as you can see, he just keeps freaking going. We will actually get hit for 5 extra damage, because I'm a dummy. Can't you just pump a little toughness, my friend? Like, just one would be enough. Like, I guess we can do it, so we aren't in, like, super problem, but it definitely hurts quite a bit. You know, 10 damage is never a good thing. But we need to protect the score of the deck. Yeah, taking 2 damage cannot go wrong, right? Right. Oh, that hurts. How many Cavaliers do you think he has? Alright, this is important, how we do it. You know how we do it? Oh, you will like it. Oh, you will like it. We don't even need to do it at the upkeep. It gets better. Enjoy your counter. What can go wrong with having 6-4, you know, the number with 4 in toughness. I guess this gives trample, and he wants to draw cards. He doesn't realize in which position he is right now. I'm not sure what the deck is. I actually never met this deck so far. So that's a bit... like, he could play Emperor right now. Why not? He might be playing Emperor. And that's something we need to consider. Emperor actually would be probably the best thing for him. It doesn't really fit into the deck, but it generally doesn't make any difference for our opponents. I mean, like... yeah, Emperor is really good. I don't super care about Trample. Maybe I should, but I don't. And we can cast Emperor with 0 things. So if he has any kind of protection, then we play the Emperor. So Eater of Virtue is definitely strong, but it shouldn't... like, this is pretty scary, because every haste creature can basically go around stuff right now. Is that the time for Farewell? It might be. It definitely might be. Yeah, I think it's Farewell. Sure. Have fun. It's not a target for a spell, so no connive. Now we play the Emperor. Guys, we need to do some ultimate disrespect. Enjoy. The counter. I hope you like it. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, it feels really good. Yeah, if we do it right. See ya. And now we have dudes, and our opponent does not have dudes, and we still have Farewell. That's why we like Farewells. They always feel good, don't they? Like, suddenly our opponent builds something for the full game, and I definitely helped him to build it, and now he just feels silly. Also, he played Virtuoso with no protection into the sweeper, basically. So that was super greedy. He just wanted 1 turn faster attack. What is this madness again? Does this give haste? I don't know the card, but it's red. Trample and haste. Are you freaking serious? Oh, you are so proud of yourself, aren't you? Oh, playing this Morg deck. Well, that definitely is a lot of damage on the top, and to be frank, I lost it because I'm a dummy. I'm at -4, it means that if I didn't do the mistake early game, I would actually leave, and I would exile everything, then make tokens, and I would win this game. So that's entirely on me, I completely misplayed this one.